Hi everyone, this is Mr Neel Raithatha, also known as the Wax Whisperer. Thank you for tuning in to my latest video. The patient in this procedure attended with bilateral. So when we say bilateral, we mean both ears. Impacted deep, dry earwax. This is a pre-procedure examination video of both ears. The first ear is the right ear. This is the ear that we're treating at the moment. You can see the earwax is quite dry. It is quite medial, so when we say medial, we mean closer to the eardrum. However, it was relatively straightforward to remove. There is some residual earwax on the tympanic membrane, so that's the eardrum, and it's on the posterior quadrant, we mean the back part of the eardrum, which I've just delicately removed using a fine end tip. The ear canal is completely clear, just some dry skin around the edge. You'll see in a moment on the anterior canal wall, so when we say anterior, we mean the front part of the ear canal, and medially, so deep in the ear canal, there's a swelling there just in front of the eardrum. The inner 2/3 of the ear canal is made up of bone, so if that's a bony swelling, we could put it down to osteotoma, which is just a bone growth, nothing really to be worried about. Or exostosis, so surface ear. People who are exposed to cold water and wind can develop bony protrusions of the ear canal. However, if that swelling is soft, it just raises a few more eyebrows. What could it be? It could be a simple case of edema, just swelling of the ear canal. Remember that the inner 2/3 of the ear canal should be hard. It's a thin layer of skin that's tightly attached to bone. It's not typically soft, whereas the outer third where we are now, the cartilage portion can be soft. So it's unusual if you get some soft swelling deep in the ear. So that there could be a soft swelling, it could be a hard swelling, we're not sure yet. And if it's a soft swelling, it could be an ear polyp, it could be just some edema, so some swelling, or it could be something more sinister like a cancerous growth. So what I've done, I'm just using an ear hook, and I'm just poking it. And you can see that's soft, it's not hard, and the patient didn't feel anything. If that was bone, the patient would find it a bit uncomfortable. So I have referred the patient to their GP. The GP themselves have just referred onwards to ENT. In the UK, I cannot refer directly to an ENT unless it's a private referral. If it's an NHS, National Health Service referral, it has to go via the GP, which is what the patient wanted. So we're just under the left side now, and now this patient is a musician as well. You can probably tell by the thumbnail, and reported that he's not been able to hear the high notes, so the high frequencies of treble, and that's because when your ears are blocked with earwax, the earwax itself sometimes still allows low frequency sound to enter, so the bass frequencies. But the high frequency sounds typically get reflected back out the ear. They get attenuated by the earwax. So the high frequencies are the consonants, or generally the consonants in speech, so the beginnings and endings of words. And the consonants provide us with the sharpness, the clarity, the definition of words, whereas the low frequencies, the bass, and we're referring to speech frequencies here only, so between 250 Hz to 8 kHz. The low frequencies are the vowels, and the vowels typically are the formant frequencies, and they provide us with as I said, the vowels, and the vowels provide us with the volume in speech, generally speaking. So the left side, there's a slight curvature there, but that's no more than we would expect. But I just wanted to check again because if it's swelling on both sides, it's a bit, you can explain it a bit more. But this side was hard. There was no swelling. When I touched it, the patient could feel it, so it quickly came out. You can see the mark there. So that's a bony protrusion, and we generally, most people have that in their ears. You have that's called the isthmus. The ear canal narrows, and then it protrudes back outwards. So I have referred the patient for that. I don't think it's anything sinister, but it's worthwhile getting checked. Well, I hope you enjoyed that video, guys, and I shall upload some more during the course of the week, and hopefully we can. Thank you, bye.